Well, police in Kansas City are now getting ready to look into an old well for new clues in the disappearance of Missouri baby Lisa Irwin. This comes after a tip came in from a well-known psychic. She claimed she had visions that little Lisa was accidentally killed and then her body was dumped a few miles from the Irwin home. Rod Wheeler is a former D.C. homicide detective and a Fox News contributor. All right, Rod, so this psychic comes out and says, and I just want to get her name correct, Stephanie Almaguer. She says she had a vision that the baby was accidentally killed in her home, I believe she said in the bathtub, and that the body was then dumped near a former casino called the Old Sam's Town Casino. Well, they went and actually searched there based on this psychic's tip. And they said they didn't get any significant discoveries except that of an old well. And now, lo and behold, the police are confirming to us that they do think that's interesting and they are going to investigate the well, which was full of about 4 to 5 feet of water. How unusual is this?
It's not really that unusual, Megan, and the reason I say that is because the police department out there, they're trying to exhaust every lead that they possibly can. I mean, they're looking into everything. The significance, though, about this particular well is the fact that this well is only a few miles away from the home in which Lisa lived, little baby Lisa lived. So this is a particular well that the police had not previously searched. A group of volunteers searched this well or this area this past weekend, and based on that alone, the police feel as though, you know, there's enough information at this point to search everything, including that well.
How often do police go to, you know, professed psychics for help in cases? And obviously this case is gone. It appears a bit cold.
Sure. Excellent question. Not often at all, Megan. Let me tell you, very, very rarely will a police department go to a psychic for advice. You know, we don't use tarot cards, we don't use crystal balls and things like that. However, every now and then, and I underline the word every now and then, there may be somebody that may have some inclination. But even with that inclination, the police are still going to try to corroborate that with something else. The fact that this particular well is so close to the Irwin home, along with the fact that there was other information in that area, is I think what prompts the police to probably look into this well a little bit further. So it's not only based on just this psychic, but it's some other information as well, Megan.
Rod, do you think that they're out of leads? They don't, that this is a cold case, they don't know what happened to this baby, and they're not likely to know, because the latest reports are the police have broken up their command post, they've disbanded the special squad of investigators looking into the case, and I can tell you my own sources on the case are not reporting anything new and haven't in days.
Right. I don't think that they're completely out of leads. I think that they still have 2 seasoned investigators assigned to this case. I think as leads continue to come in, they're going to continue to look at them. I don't think they have anything specific at this point, Megan, but I do know that they're going to continue to exhaust every possibility.
How often in a case like this, where now we're going on 2 months since the baby disappeared, I mean, how extraordinary and unusual would it be for them now to find this baby alive and well somewhere, Rod?
You know, that's a tough question. To find this baby alive and well is very difficult, to say the least. The problem, Megan, that we have really had, law enforcement have really had in this case, believe it or not, is the parents. I mean, even the attorney of the parents this morning on Fox and Friends said the parents haven't had any discussion with the police over the past few weeks. That's the problem we have in this case. Is the baby still alive? I don't know. Nobody knows at this point. Hopefully the baby is, but highly unlikely, Megan.
Yeah, we hope you're wrong. Time may tell. Rod Wheeler, thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Well, there are some new poll numbers today that could signal a critical shift in the GOP race for president. They have to do with Newt Gingrich and his controversial stand on what he calls a humane approach to immigration. Was that a deal breaker for you? Well, it appears it is not for many, many others. That's in 5 minutes. And after the break, claims of new evidence in the murder of Robert F. Kennedy.
This is a generous and compassionate country. That's what I want this country to